modified transvestite. Because GMTV's become very formulaic over the years. It's understandable, filling in 3 hours of TV every morning of the week. That's a tough brief. So it's become very formulaic, and the formula is this: disease of the week. You know, bird flu, pig flu, all those things that nobody ever gets. Followed by a disgruntled transsexual. Some guy that's had the big shock, believing it would unlock the doors to paradise, only to cruelly discover that he has tragically unlocked a Pandora's box of problems that he didn't even see coming in the first place already. E.g., his birth certificate still says Mr. There's nothing any lawyer can do about that. The protrusive nature of the male larynx is beyond the help of any throat surgeon. He's got size 17 feet. And there isn't a chiropodist in the country that can help him. All these factors mitigate against their future happiness. It makes you wonder who recommended this course of action in the first place. Very often it seems like, if you look at the case involved, it always seems like a surgical solution to a psychological problem. So you look at the before and after pictures, it's never some halfway Nancy boy going in there, worried about their gender alignment. It's always some 27-stone truck driver that has to shave 5 times a day in order to look like he needs a shave. I feel like a woman trapped in a man's body. Seems to me the enlightened medical response should be lockdown, you're a geezer, get used to it. Get used to it. If you have any problems in later life, I can recommend a reputable psychiatrist. After all, if you were a psychiatrist and somebody showed up in your consulting room and said, look, I think I'm Napoleon, you wouldn't give him a white horse and advise him to invade Russia. I've thought about it a lot, and I wrote a poem about it. That's the way I deal with these things. So this poem's called Crossing the Floor. Crossing the floor is a political term normally associated with leaving the Labour Party in order to join the Conservative Party, or vice versa, or why bother? Only in this case it concerns itself with people who leave the male sex in order to join the female sex. I was going to say or vice versa, but I notice there's not much traffic in the opposite direction. So here it is, crossing the floor. Exactly like this. Sick of picking up all of these checks, putting up shelves, wearing these kecks. I want to be one of the weaker sex. I'm crossing the floor. The darts team are going to show me the door. The barbers, the bookies, the B&Q. I was a geezer just like you. It started with a handbag, now I got to get the shoes. Crossing the floor. I'm not exactly Diana Dawes. I'm trapped in a man's body. I feel like Madonna, but I look like Bill Oddie. I feel like the Shirelles, but I look like Shawaddy Waddy. Crossing the floor. I'm unhappy, and that's against the law. I lost my holiday money for an island syrup. It isn't funny, some weirdo calls me honey. Crossing the floor, give it a go, you never know anymore. Bye bye Boddington's hello shorts. I wear size 9 kitten heel coats. I'm gonna get a vagina of sorts. Crossing the floor, all that glitters ain't Zaza Gabor.